Okay, we should be live. We should be live. Let me just double check. Yeah, we're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Are we live? I actually don't know. Yeah, we're live. We're live. Yeah, I fucked that up. My bad. That was my bad. What's up, Mariam? How you doing? Adrian, what's up? TJ Wade, what's up? Sneinhole, what's up? Paula, what's up? Kakamunch, salute, salute, salute. Triple K Mafia. SW3000. Bro, do you know what? It is so hot over here, and I'm wearing this fucking mask, bro. Like an absolute idiot. Yeah, bro, Shrouded Hands, a really good channel. Carlos, what's up? Salute to Carlos. Of course, Stephen, of course. I'm doing well, Zuri. I'm doing very well. Rain Sophia Lewis, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I've been doing okay. I've been doing okay. Lottie, what's up? Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. Seagulls. Charles. Southern Arms Channel, what's up? Yeah, it's been a while since I streamed, so I thought, why not? You know? I thought, why not? Haven't streamed in about 3 months or so. Something like that. So, yeah, why not stream? And it's been 3 years since we started the channel, so I guess now is as good as time as any, right? 3 years, man. It's gone so fucking quick. It's gone so fucking quick. Insane. Insane. Kybus Crystal, thank you very much for the kind words. Bro, the videos are so sick. Watched one, instantly got hooked. Sub for life. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. NYC, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get an interview with a Sicario right now, man. It's hard work. It's hard work. It's hard work. Hopefully I can get one, but we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. It'll be something different. I'd like to actually go direct and ask what I want to ask. I'm kind of like intrigued, you know, not even in regards to what they do now, but more so how they got into that life and that sort of thing. That's what I'm more interested in. Whether you're going to get honest answers or not is a different question, to be honest. But yeah, my face is sweating crazy, Sophia. Now I got a haircut a couple of weeks ago. I should really do it right because I've done the face reveal in glasses before. So yeah, that's true. Triple K, that is true. I wouldn't say that, bro. I've barely had any sleep in the last couple of days, man. My back is killing me. I've got no idea what I've done, but my back is killing me. So the last couple fucking nights, so I look like walking death right now, bro. I look like walking death. How old was I when I watched my first video? First Gore video. It was 2009, so about 14, and that was Three Guys, One Hammer. Thank you, Jaffa. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, some videos are not easy to make, obviously. Well, most videos are not easy to make, but yeah, it's one of those. This one is pretty legit, put it that way. Yeah, he is. He's been reported on. He's legit. Yeah, he's legit. Like news sites have kind of covered him and shit. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. So he works with Carteles Unidos, and he's working in Michoacan, fighting, CJNG. So I think that'll be an interesting. If we could get something like that on the channel, that'd be super cool. If we could get an interview with a real Sicario, an active Sicario, that'd be really interesting. Sad thing is, though, the kid looks young. Like, he looks like 18, 19, 20. He's a young kid. He's a young kid, but he's kind of popping off on social media. Going to peel me like an orange. I don't think so. I've heard about this, but I haven't, if that makes sense. So a couple of people have told me, but I've not looked into it. So I can't really elaborate on it or tell you what happened. But a couple of people have told me. What's up, Sven? I can't say that. Lass. We'll say Lass. Greetings. Thank you, Preminist. Thank you very much. That would be cool, right? Go to Mexico, do a vlog, get kidnapped. I won't get kidnapped. Mike Hawkslong, like the name. Don't know what you're talking about, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's a couple of weeks old, Julie. It's a couple of weeks old. It was like I had a proper like bald fade as well a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, unknown Russian soldier, aka Chechnya. Yeah, that's for many people that was their first, especially if you grew up like in the 90s and shit. If you're a 90s kid, Chechnya is one that many people say was their first Gore video. Because that was everywhere back in the day. That was everywhere. Yamek, salute, thank you. I was behind the mask, kind of intrigued as well. It's Roadman. Well, slap my ass and call me Sally. Hola from Colorado. Salute to Colorado. I don't know, man. It's surprising how many of those Cartel guys do give interviews. Because this guy's all over social media and shit and kind of flexing. It's surprising, man. It's surprising. Quite a few have done them. So it's not out of the realms of possibility to get an interview with a Sicario. It's not like impossible. It's not impossible. What's good, Brandon? How you doing? Okay, so it was a carjacking. Was it a carjacking gone wrong? Okay. But no, I've not seen it. I've not heard it. I've not read about it. I've heard about it, but I've not read about it. Yeah, I know, right? Luis, man, I wish I had time to like learn Spanish, but you know, I do YouTube full time. Sorry, I work full time. I do YouTube, the whole family stuff as well. It's just time more than anything. But yeah, it's time I don't have right now, unfortunately. Do you think getting into Gore can affect your mental health a lot? Yeah, for certain people, no doubt about it. Absolutely. But it depends on the individual, I would say. It depends on the individual. But yeah, constant exposure to it can't be good for you. It can't be good for you. Like, contrary to popular belief, I don't like sit down and watch Gore every day or anything like that. I take breaks and whatnot. But yeah, watching that shit every day and surfing the web and just looking at these videos for hours on end can't be good for you. But again, it depends on the individual. Some people are better at compartmentalizing than others. Different things affect different people. It's not like an exact science like some people make out. People's psychologies are all different, and how they cope with things are different. So what's going to affect one person isn't necessarily going to affect the other. But if you haven't watched this sort of content, what I would say to you guys is don't chance it. Don't risk it in case, you know, it does have a super bad effect on you. It's not really worth the risk just for morbid curiosity. Yeah, I've done it vaguely in a lost, was it a Lost Me? No, Mob Justice video. I covered it vaguely. Yeah, the video is still real, by the way. I know it's definitely still real, but it's super hard to find. I haven't seen it, and I don't think I want to. If what they say the video is true. No. It's just getting hold of him. It's just getting hold of him, Stephen. In regards to the language barrier, I would just need to get somebody to do a live like translation, like an interpreter. So I ask him a question, the interpreter relays it, he answers, and the interpreter gives it back, kind of thing. Thank you, man. Yeah, my accent is kind of mid. My accent is kind of mid. No, I don't think the Cartel are observing me. When you go to the barber and you don't like the cut, do you tell him, nah, bro, I don't? I go to a Turkish barber's, man. So like they always. Oh shit! I muted myself. Oh shit! Sorry, I don't know. I don't know how long I was muted. Cartel do Zacharias and I try to see Daddy as 18. Are they social media accounts like Sicarios or? Sorry, I was muted, wasn't I? I don't know how long I was muted for. My bad. I remember watching like a mutilation competition where people used to mutilate their bodies to win something. I forget what the prize was though. There was that whole BME thing that used to go around. Most of it was fake, but some were real. But I'm not sure whether it was that. Nah, I'll be fine, bro. I'll be fine. Salute to Joseph. Shout out to San Jose 408 or 408. Big up to you, man. Yeah, Three Guys One Hammer. That was my very first like Gore video because it came out when I was still at school, and the context was me and my friends were fucking around, and we had to stay behind at lunch to finish our work. It was in IT, so like computer technology. So we was fucking around as we did. We got like a lunchtime detention, so we had to do our work at lunchtime. Instead, one of my friends said, "Oh, there's this fucked up video. Bet you can't watch it," as kids do. I watched it, and yeah, I felt sick when I was watching it. I vividly remember watching it, and like when you get the cold sweats, you're cold. Your body feels cold, but you're sweating. That was my reaction to it. I was sweating. My body felt cold, and I had fucking like goosebumps on my arms and shit. It was fucking nasty. And after I watched it, I couldn't get the thought out of it. I couldn't get his face out of my head for such a long time, man. I felt so fucking bad for the guy. Like, and obviously researching it after the fact, because I researched it after and reading about the victim and who he was and like what he'd been through prior, just fucking killed me, man. It really did. To me, man, emotionally, that is still one of the worst. I don't think I could watch that back now, but got Mohawk going, yeah. Not quite Iceman, but not quite, but yeah. Miss Pac-Man was a bad one as well, Rain. Yeah, you're right. Thing is though, there's still states in Mexico that are super safe, man. There's states that are super safe. Um, and again, if you're a tourist, like the chances of you being like hurt or killed or kidnapped are pretty low, to be honest. Pretty low. See, I don't even remember what was Kazaa. I never used Kazaa. We used LimeWire back in the day. We used LimeWire. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen that video. I've covered it on a. That was a prison video, Falco. That was a prison video. But yeah, that was Brazil. I want to say, or Venezuela, one of the two. I think it was Brazil. Could be wrong. Yeah, he was always going to get caught though because of where he committed the crime and his digital footprint. Luca Magnotta. He was an idiot, that guy, and a fucking creep as well. Favorite movie of all time? Oh, great question. I kind of switched my answers, but Goodfellas is up there. Goodfellas is up there. That's my favorite gangster movie. In regards to, so I like kind of action, gangster movies, and horror. My favorite horror is The Thing, 1982, John Carpenter. Banging movie, man. Banging practical effects. Sick movie. Do you have a supposed video of the Russians getting revenge on the Chechens? You mean the terrorists? I've seen one where they cut a bit of the guy's ear off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No Mercy in Mexico's bad. I mean, listen, man, we kind of tried. We almost like it's almost human nature, I guess, to kind of rank these things in regards to depravity, but they're all fucking bad, man. They're all fucking bad. I'm Mexican and I've been to Zacatecas and I see those guys. Yeah, Zacatecas isn't looking too hot right now. It seems to have calmed down a little bit in the last couple of months, but I'm not sure. Like right now, Sonora seems to be really bad because of that fucking those Los Chapitos factions splitting. So it was Los Cazadores and Los Salazar. So they split from the Sinaloa cartel and they're doing their own thing now. And yeah, they're basically fighting Los Chapitos. It's getting ugly in Sonora. There's going to be a lot more videos from Sonora this year. I've done one for a bonus video on Monday or Tuesday. But there's going to be loads of videos coming out of Sonora. That's one of the hotspots right now. Seems to be getting really, really bad. Tabasco's another state that seems to have just got bad, like random, like quite quickly. Yeah, if you constantly consume gore content, it will desensitize you to some extent. 100%, yeah. Well, you say that, but I don't. Again, I think it depends on the individual. I really do. I think it depends on the individual. I mean, what is the? I mean, how do you measure desensitization? Because in regards to like visceral things, I've always been like relatively good at seeing that sort of thing. But what's harder is the human element uh, behind it. That's the sort of thing I can't really get my head around constantly. And certain videos bring that out more than others. There's no doubt about it, but it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. No, I haven't. Drug war is also present in Belgium, Port of Antwerp. Have you heard about it? No, I haven't. Big up to Jeff, by the way. The Sit Down, Mafia History podcast. Great YouTube channel, by the way. Check him out. Really, really good channel. We've done a couple of bits together, live streams. Well, recorded episodes. Really, really good guy. And hopefully we can do it again, Jeff, at some point as well, bro. Hopefully we can do it again. Big up to yourself, man. Thank you. Golden Experience Requiem. Salute. What a name, by the way. Someone, big up. But nevertheless, your accent is Chad. I only really watch accident videos outside your videos. I can't watch intentional death or killings. Do you know what though? Accident videos sometimes get to you more because it makes you realize how fleeting life is and how fragile life is. Like you could make like some innocuous decision. Maybe you're not being that careful when you're crossing the road or whatever it may be. You overtake a car when you maybe shouldn't. You know, things we've all done. Things we've all done. And it can result in utter destruction. Um, Especially like car crash videos. When I see those sort of videos, or when I see images, it kind of definitely has an effect on my driving for the foreseeable future. It has an effect on my driving. I'm planning another accident video, and I saw one video. It was like the aftermath of a car crash, and this poor girl, she had like basically she had no face left, but she was alive. Her face, eyebrows below, was destroyed. It wasn't there anymore, and where her nose was like a hole in her face. It was disgusting, like horrible, and somehow she was still fully conscious. And it's like Jesus. English. Yeah, I realized that was my bad. I'm such an idiot, man. I'm such an idiot. Yeah, the mic. I'm dumb as fuck. I'm dumb as fuck. That's my bad, guys. Oh, my mic's changed again. 1 second. That should be better. So I'm really sorry, guys. I've fucking muted myself. That should be better. That's my bad, guys. Where's that sexy voice? I don't think you'll have any issues to find an interpreter. No, I don't think so. I think somebody would be willing to do it. I think somebody would be willing to do it. The only thing I would say, I would rather it not be somebody from Mexico, like living in Mexico, just in case, like, something came back on that person who did the translation. That's the only thing I would say. Obviously, have to speak Spanish, but like, I'd rather them not be in Mexico, just for safeness purposes. I doubt anything would happen. Like 99.999%, like 99.999% sure nothing would happen. But I'd rather not take that risk, to be honest with you. Tommy Shelby type haircut, yes sir. Yes sir. So like, salute Corns, what's up? How you doing? No, fire, bro. Fire videos are horrible. There's fire videos I find really hard to explain. And I don't think I do justice to how bad they are. There was one video that I covered on the Myanmar video I did last, where there were two like captives who were chained up to a tree, so they were hanging. They were like hogtied and hanging, and they were like hovering above a fire. Fucking horrible video, man. Horrible video. You got that same mask, sick. But yeah, the mic should be better now. The mic should be better. That was my bad. I've had a bit of a nightmare so far at the start of this stream. Had a bit of a nightmare. I see. I've got no idea what Cartel was. All I remember was LimeWire. Pirate Bay was another one. What else was there? So I used LimeWire, but I remember Pirate Bay. There was another one as well. Was it Napster? Possibly. But yeah, we used to download everything back in the day, like everything. And we used to burn like fucking albums onto CDs and shit. That's what we used to do. Goes to show how old I am, right? Burning fucking shit to CDs. Bending Rodriguez, what's up? Back in the early 2000s, I remember back in the early 2000s when the Prime Minister of Japan, Junichiro Koizumi, went to Korea and a protester there chopped off their pinky fingers and sent it to, bro, are you serious? Yeah, LimeWire was the fucking site, man. Okay, so the surfers were two Australians and an American. That's rare. That's rare. That's pretty rare. Oh, the Dagestan massacre, do you mean? Yeah, the Dagestan massacre is one of the worst war crime videos. I mean, I've said it before on this channel on live streams, but there's something about that video that just has that kind of like cursed video fucking feel. I know that's cringe and like sounds cringe, but I can't explain it any other way. Like if any video encapsulates the reality, brutality, and utter hopelessness of war, that's it. Like most of the guys involved, the victims were all like conscripts, apart from one. So basically, they were forced to join the army, and the kid in the blue shirt was 18 years old, and how he was begging for his mum before he got killed, bruh. That encapsulates war right there. Better than anything I've ever seen. Horrific. Big up, Brian. Can you please give a shout out to my brother-in-law, Jesse Rodriguez? Big up to Jesse Rodriguez. Hopefully you're well. No, I've got work, but I'm working from home, bro. I'm working from home. Demasio, how you doing? Bro, there's a lot of videos from Brazil. The only thing with Brazil, unlike Mexico, despite their brutality, there's usually not as much backstory behind the videos from Brazil. For whatever reason, people are not really interested in, or not, they're not as interested in the crime factions in Brazil, even though they're like as brutal as cartels in Mexico. Arguably, I mean, you can argue that Brazilian factions are worse in regards to violence than Mexican drug cartels. In fact, the murder rate would say that. Brazil is a different level. Brazil is a different level. But the difference is none of those videos really go viral, the Brazil ones. Monty Python. Monty Python is Monty Python is OG. I never really got into it, but I mean for its time it was ahead of its time. Mexico's having elections in June. Is AMLO, can he run again though? Can AMLO run again? I don't know how Mexican politics works. Is it like the US where you can only serve 2 terms, or how does it work in Mexico? But I thought he was quite popular, right? AMLO, the current president or prime minister. President, yeah. Yeah, Guerrero's been bad for a while. Yeah, Tamaulipas, obviously. Border states, Tamaulipas has been bad for a while, especially since the mid 2000s. That's when like the Zetas really kind of started to make themselves heard. But yeah, Tamaulipas is bad, like Nuevo Laredo and whatnot. But the border states are so valuable, so valuable. Bro, I'm 30, man. I'm 30. Mystic, what's up? Have I seen any curb stomping videos? No. I'm sure they exist. I mean, there's so many different sources, Kuba. There's so many different sources. Twitter's a really good place, especially now. Twitter's a really good place to find news on cartels. It's a really good place, like the up-to-date news, things that are going on. But I use all sorts of different narco sites: Twitter, YouTube, Reddit. Believe it or not, narco footage. There's all sorts of places I go, not more than just one place. Do the crawl videos that you watch affect you in a negative way? I mean, yeah. It's not like they live in my mind rent free, but yeah, it makes me question certain things. There's no doubt. It makes me question certain things, but it's more, yeah, to a certain degree. To a certain degree, they do. Yeah, I'd be a liar if I said no, and I'd be a fucking psycho as well. Now I'm 30. I'm 30. I'm curious. You've probably talked about this before, but what's your thoughts on the um, immigration to immigration to the Americas, and how the cartels basically own the border and making millions? Yeah, yeah. The border is a problem, right? There's no doubt about it. People who say it's not are putting their head in the sands. Those who want a porous border are basically advocating for human trafficking, drug trafficking, weapons trafficking, and they're advocating for the bloodshed that we see. As far as I'm concerned, nothing makes trafficking easier than like porous or open borders. That's the reality. So when you see these idiots like advocate for open borders, as far as I'm concerned, they're pro trafficking. But there you go. That's my opinion. But also, like the border has to be strong on both sides, because the cartels are getting these guns from somewhere, and they're coming from America. Well, a lot of those guns are coming from America, and they're getting into Mexico far too easily. Do you think the Sinaloa cartel is no longer the nice cartel we used to know, and now they're becoming like CJNG? Yeah, I don't think they were ever like this fucking like. There's been this narrative that the Sinaloa cartel were like this almost like Robin Hood type organization where they wouldn't affect anybody other than other criminals. That's never really been the case. Maybe they were better than others, but they've always been down and dirty. There's no doubt. They've always been down and dirty. So I don't think they're not quite. I mean, a lot of the violence surrounding the Sinaloa cartel is coming internally, like what's going on in Sonora. The Cazadores and the Salazars left. Now they're fighting Los Chapitos in Sonora. And obviously you've got like them in Zacatecas fighting CJNG. But yeah, they're going through a lot of violence right now. There's a lot of violence surrounding the Sinaloa cartel. There's a reason why authorities have a hard-on for Los Chapitos. Go for it, Chase. Go for it. I'm used to weird questions, bro. Before you die, there is something you should know about us. Disturbed. I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. Yep. Husky. I found the photo of LM2 from CJNG, and his body had been sitting for days. Even worse, his mouth was filled with maggots. Yeah. He was burnt as well, I think. I think he was burnt as well. Yeah, it's because accident videos, they can happen to anyone. Like, we're all careless sometimes. Nobody like takes 100% care every single day in every single moment. We all let our guards down. We all get complacent, and those videos really bring it home. Honestly, I don't think Gore has much value, to be honest. Aside from like exposing things that are happening, but if any Gore does have value, it may be accident videos because they can deter you from doing similar, especially when it comes to things like driving dangerously, no seatbelt, etc. I want water. Yeah, Cuero agua, yeah. That's better, yeah, that's better. Yeah, fight videos are weird though. Fight videos are kind of addictive. Because it's like we in the streets, if we see a fight, we'll stop and watch, right? Those videos are kind of addictive, you know, like those old school World Star videos. Have you ever heard of Jackie Sabarido back in 1999 when she was involved in a fiery crash caused by a drunk driver? No. The brick video, yeah, that's the screams, man. The screams in that video. That's in Russia. That's on YouTube as well still. That's still on YouTube, that brick video. That's still on YouTube. I can translate. I live in California, fluent in both languages. Nice one, Brandon. Are you Brandon, by the way, from the boxing side? Let me know. Do you have nightmares from all the videos you watched? I don't really. I mean, I forgot the last nightmare I had. No, not from the videos. No, I don't. Sometimes they'll cross my mind, but like, no. Yeah, my friend was in a really bad car crash and wasn't wearing a seatbelt. The gear stick plunged into her chest, and she had to have heart surgery twice to save her. Yeah, somebody I went to school with died. Like he died. I didn't know him that well, but he died like maybe he was like 19. He died in a car crash. It's like crazy, man. That's another thing. Like I was thinking about this the other day. So like I was thinking about people I went to school with or college with, and 4 people I know have died already. It's crazy. It's like no time to go at all. Like in there. So young. So young. Hoser Bike, what's up? Salute, big up to Hoser Bike, long term viewer, big up. Yeah, the mic is back. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what was happening. Yeah, yeah, that's Gleb. Yeah, Gleb. Thank you, Solis. Thank you very much. Yeah, Brazilian riot. Yeah, the riot videos from like South America in general, Ecuador, Brazil, Venezuela. It's bad. Yeah, people, bro, people don't realize how bad Myanmar is right now. It's crazy. And Haiti's another one. Haiti, like, if you go on like a like YNC, there's videos from Haiti near enough every single day. That's not an exaggeration. It's nearly like every single day. Pepe, what's up? Pepe's Stewful, what's up? Do you think that the media has boosted the killings by the cartel? In what sense? In what sense? Do you mean like boosted the numbers, like lied about the numbers? I don't think so. What would be the motive? There's always one. There's always one. What's up, Juan? How you doing? I saw a video where a dismembered guy is on over a fire and is wriggling like crazy. I've never heard of that video. That sounds fucking awful. You got the rest of the outfit to go with a gimp mask. I think some of it, Manny, was growing up like. So I was a '90s kid, so I kind of came up with the internet as it like was more and more prominent, as more and more households had it, and shock sites were just a feature of the early internet. And you know, once you get to a certain age, peer pressure happens. Your friends dare you to watch certain things, like shock videos for a '90s kid. So I'm mid '90s. It was just a thing, and it's always kind of been a morbid curiosity side to me as well. But we kind of came up with shock sites being a '90s kid. Jackie, years ago when I watched Best Gore, it was bad. Never left me, and I'll be 58. Horrifying. I just don't understand how any human can do this shit to any living thing. But I have to listen to your videos. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's depressing. Like it's depressing, but and the sad thing is, like these videos are going to keep on coming out. That's the sad thing. Everything is done. What's up, bro? I'm pretty behind. I'm pretty behind. Diddy Donk. I'm just kind of selecting them as I see them. And yeah, I am behind. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Guerrero playing and Zacatecas playing are bad. You used to burn cassettes. Jesus, fucking hell, burning cassettes. Jesus, that's some old school shit right there. Yeah, we used to burn CDs, but not fucking cassettes, man. I'm not that old. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. No worries, Lottie. Have a good one. Yeah, in regards to the Dagestan massacre, that could be it. Maybe it's like the '90s quality that makes it more eerie. Yeah, because when the Dagestan massacre first came out, it was actually black and white, and then it got kind of there was the guy who found the better version or more clear version, and he uploaded it. That's the version we see today. But originally, the Dagestan massacre was black and white. Yeah, it's nice, bro. It's hard sitting here in a mask, JD. It's hard. Yeah, that sounds like Myanmar. Yeah, Myanmar's bad, man. I'm telling you. People forget. Like people don't not forget. They don't realize how bad it is. Yeah, we are. I'm behind. I'm behind. I'm behind. What's up, your old da? How you doing? You've got your gun license in the UK. Unpacking. Big up to yourself, man. Hoser bike. Thank you, by the way. How do you think you would do IRL in the Baker house? Could you escape? At least survive Jack. Now Jack would fuck me up, bro. Jack would fuck me up straight away. He'd fuck me right up. Yeah, we've been playing Resident Evil 7 on Twitch. Yeah, bro. Yeah, of course, of course. Most of my videos get demonetized, Neon the King. So yeah, definitely, 100%. I've always had a job ever since I've done it. No, it's not my main job. I work full time. I'm gonna join the Viagras. You definitely shouldn't join Los Viagras. What's up? I can't say that name. You are hearing about the origin of NEDM, never heard of it, and the Zippo Cat video. I've heard of the Zippo Cat video because Cold Raven he did a video on that, but I've never heard of NEDM, whatever that is. Lady Romero, what's up? Thank you, man. Yeah, a recent one, the Brazil beach murder. Yeah, recently, a Brazil beach murder video. I covered it like 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe 5 weeks ago. That's crazy. That's a crazy stat if true. Brazil has the highest number of people being murdered, more than China and India combined. Is that true? That's crazy if true. That's crazy. It wouldn't surprise me, but I can't see any flaying of any kind, or yeah, child being murdered, or animals being tortured. The Timber Clean crime scene photos are the worst to me. I never even knew that case had crime scene photos, to be honest. That's news to me, Paula. That's news to me. Yeah, I'd like to go to Mexico. I'd like to go to I'd like to go on holiday to Mexico. Interesting, year old da. That's interesting. Well done, by the way, for getting a license. Bro, Ryan's too small, I would say, for Errol Spence. I'd say he's too small. I don't think it will happen. The thousand cocks there. I just think that's like election talk. I don't think it will happen. I'd be very surprised if it happened. It's like El Mencho's brother, though, as well. Like, he got arrested like a couple of weeks ago, and a week later he gets released because apparently his arrest was unlawful. Apparently there was no warrant and shit like that. So there you go. Yeah. Chech Clear is on YouTube. It was anyway. I don't know whether it still is, but Chech Clear was on YouTube. That I know that much. Yeah, that's another one. Quera Agua was on YouTube as well. What's up, Rexieri? How you doing, bro? Big up to yourself. Yeah, Michoacan is bad, yeah. But Michoacan is a free-for-all. Not even a free-for-all, but, CJNG are still trying their thing in Michoacan, but they've never really got a foothold. They've never really got a foothold because so many people, so many cartels in Michoacan hate their guts. So like the United Cartels, Carteles Unidos, El Migueladas, El Abuelos cartel as well. They keep on trying. But that's crazy if that's true. I doubt it was a video, but fuck that shit. That's grim. That's grim. Yeah, he was in prison the last I heard, OG Shadow. He was in prison. Hopefully he's okay. I'm not sure why he was in there. What's up, Spooky? How you doing? You quit your job? Damn. 2025 is going to be a shitty year. 2024 has been a shitty year so far, bro. 2023 was a shitty year. 2020 was a shitty year. We've been having a lot of shitty years recently. Sarah Reed, thank you. This is a base take. The CIA is the biggest cartel in the world. Pretty much, bro. Honestly, I don't feel 30. Well, I feel 30 right now because I haven't slept in like 2 days. I've barely had any sleep in 2 days. And my back hurts and shit. But yeah, overall, I feel okay. Yeah, El Cholo's autopsy pictures are bad, yeah. There's like 5 or 6, right? There's like 5 or 6 of his pictures out there. What are the shock sites that you currently use? Honestly, I don't use many. These days, a lot of people send me videos to cover and whatnot. But if I do, I guess for YNC. But in regards to like cartel videos, I don't use like shock sites to find cartel videos. I use like narco news sites. I use like narco news sites because they show the cartel videos usually. What's up, Mark? How you doing? What's up? You're 30. What's going to happen when you hit my age of 64? Yeah, man, it's 34 years away, but it's going to come around quick. It's going to come around quick. Every year, I've noticed like past the age of like 21, every year just gets quicker. Time fucking goes quicker when you get older. That is true. And I always remember back in the day when I was a kid, my parents always said to me, Liam, don't wish your time away. You're only a child once. You're only a kid once. Enjoy it, bloody, bloody, blah. When you're young, you think, oh, whatever. But looking back, man, that advice is so true. If you're young, like, don't wish your time away. Honestly. Out of all of my videos, which is your favorite one? I'd say the first Lost Media video. That's probably the most fun I've had. Yeah, he was working with if I've got the guy in mind, he was working for El Mayo, right? Getting closer to a face reveal, not quite, not quite. There's a video of me on my channel with glasses on, sunglasses, no mask. I don't really use Watch People Die, to be honest. It's basically a continuation of like the Reddit, the slash R on Reddit. It was a Reddit page like a few years ago until it got banned. But yeah, I know of it. I know of it. I've been on there a couple of times, but yeah, it seems a little edgelordy, tryhardy, weird, to be honest. For people on there, just weird. When you I don't know, it's what you expect from like Gore, to be honest with you. Like people who watch it religiously, it's what you expect. Yeah, I know. Bending, Rodriguez. Yeah, it's almost like they want this shit to happen, right? It's almost like they want this shit to happen. It's hard to measure, honestly. It's hard to measure, Sarah, in regards to who's the most brutal. How do you measure it? Is it purely like murders? Then I guess probably Cartel Jalisco would be up there. Maybe would be number one. In regards to cruelty and depravity, maybe you'd look at a smaller cartel, to be honest. Because Cartel Jalisco are not quite as brazen as they were a few years ago. Say Misho I can. I think I fuck it up when I say it, but yeah, Cartel del Noreste, that goes without saying, you know, well, used to be part of Los Etas. Yeah, basically that's what it is. Veno Cava, yeah. Learning on the go. You pick something up, you retain it, and you carry on. Basically, that's it. Learning on the go, essentially. That's true. Yeah, watching a fight in America is probably not a good idea because somebody could like pull out a gun, and you could get caught in a crossfire. Man, it's probably not a good idea. To a certain degree, yeah, I agree. Accident videos can be educational, yeah, and they deter you from doing crazy dumb shit like driving without a seatbelt or speeding unnecessarily, things like that, drunk driving. Do I think ISIS videos are fake? I don't think so, personally. I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, that's a great question. If Mencho dies, what would happen to the CJNG? Will they have the same fate as Los Etas? I mean, you do wonder. I'm sure they would suffer some sort of internal like splintering, like maybe like there's like Grupo Elite and Delta Group, etc. Pantera. They've got all these different groups across Mexico. Maybe some may try to go on their own. There would be some splintering, I would have imagined, but who knows, man? Maybe not. You never know. Maybe that succession plan's already in place. Maybe it's already happened. Who knows? I don't think it has, but usually when something like that happens, there's violence and there is like infighting. That's what usually happens, especially when you're as prominent of a leader like Mencho is. So it's like, I'd imagine there'll be some splintering and some violence. How bad it would be, I don't know. It could be terrible. It could be worse. It could be actually worse in the short run. Well, he was facing legal trouble, right? Mark Marek. He was facing legal trouble. That's why he shut Best Gore down. Yeah, it's a difficult situation. There's so many opposing sides, PJ. Like not even all the rebels are on the same page. So it's like it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But it's like you never hear about Myanmar on the news. Nobody really talks about it. There's so many conflicts right now in the world when nobody's covering them at all. Nobody's talking about them. Mainstream news doesn't talk about them. Like in Sudan, like Sudan's another one. My school cop once showed me photos of a young-looking man named Juan Jesus who had been in the temple by Los Etas. It was more eerie than Funky Town or the Guerrero flaying. Jesus. That was a school cop? Jesus Christ. Yeah, for some people, I'm in a coffin. I 100%, I believe some people get PTSD from watching these videos. 100%. Oh, yeah. There was that one in China, I believe, with the kids. It's fucking horrible. Elevator videos and yeah, yes, yeah. That's a bit of a morbid thought. I sometimes wonder if my old teachers are still alive. Sorry to hear that, Mark. Sorry to hear that. God rest their souls. What's up, Wingnut? How you doing, bro? King Kozart, what's up? Yeah, lynching videos are bad because they're so like how do you say it? They're frenzied. They are so frenzied. There's usually like multiple people involved as well. Like the mob rage has just taken over. Those videos are scary. Those videos are scary. Like mob justice videos, there's something about them that really get under my skin. And sometimes the people involved are like horrible people who have done a horrible crime. But sometimes, man, it's like, oh, they've been accused of stealing. It's like, it's fucking hard. It's grim. At 15, a kid I knew at school brought a LA County coroner's investigation book to school, and we looked at it page after page. Every form of death imaginable, murders, accidents. It made me cautious. Yeah, I dare say it would, man. Especially at that age. Maybe, possibly, Puffin possibly an Animal Attacks Part 2, possibly. What's up, Hans? How you doing? Hopefully you're well. No, the weather's good right now, man. I'm fucking sweating in this fucking mask, bro. I'm sweating. Sweating like hell. Yeah, Myanmar's been at civil war for nearly 80 years. Watching news reports about it from the 70s is kind of interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of violence, man. There's a lot of violence. Do I have a girlfriend? Not right now. Pro's got a mohawk. I don't have a mohawk. It looks like a mohawk because it's crap camera, but I don't have a mohawk. I don't. Genuinely don't. Yeah, that's hard as well. Yeah. Yeah, 4 years ago, a local 15-year-old kid got hit off his bicycle by a speeding car and passed away. Yeah, the driver drove off. Yeah, probably drunk. I'd throw the book at a drunk driver. I'm not going to lie. Have you been threatened and how many times? No, never by like a cartel or anything. No, not online or anything like that. No. Why are there no videos showing face skin removal, but it's just always the aftermath like Funky Town or Cura Agua? The Zacatecas flaying shows the actual flaying. Yeah, no, weather today has been really good. The weather today's been really good. CNN did an interview with Vittel Hom, with Vittel Hom, innocent. Funny thing is that Hom innocent stand. I don't know what I don't know what that is. To be honest, I'll have to read up on that. That's new to me. Do you know about the Gulag videos? They showed the torture of Russian inmates in prison. There were many lost and never made public. I've never heard of any. In regards to Russia, there's a lot of videos called like debt collection videos. So basically, there'll be like debt collectors fucking with somebody, like pouring paint on them and beating them, etc. There's a lot of debt collection videos from Russia. A lot of debt collection videos. And thank you again, Hoserbike. Thank you very much. Yeah, I watch UFC. I'm a bigger boxing fan though, but I watch UFC. I was born in 2000, but I was relatively late to being duped into watching Gore. But the first I saw was in 2012. It was Chechnya, yeah. Chechnya is a first for a lot of people, especially back in my day. I sound like an old bastard. Back in my day. But back in my day, Chechnya was a very well-known one. I used to record songs from the radio into cassettes just by pressing pause and play at the same time. Yeah, the old school days. It was so easy to like copy songs back then. So easy. Mind you, it was easy in my day. Just download a fucking Download it off the internet and put it on a CD. Brick James, what's up? I was born in 1985. I feel old as fuck. I feel old right now, man. I can't lie. I feel old. Leave us oldies alone. No, I've never been to therapy. I don't really believe in it personally. I know it wouldn't. I know I wouldn't get anything from therapy. I don't want to outsource my fuel, so to speak. I feel like that's giving my energy away for free, where I could use that to try and like better myself, or just use it as fuel, as motivation, kind of thing. Whereas if I'm talking to some cunt who's I've got no connection with, it's just giving it away. That's how I feel about it. Thank you, Curly Bean. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Yeah, I've been doing this now for 3 fucking years. It's crazy. I don't know where the time's gone. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's definitely been an interesting ride to say the least. It's definitely been interesting. Had some challenges along the way, mainly on YouTube side, to be honest. But yes, don't know where the time's gone. I really don't know where the time's gone. It's insane. That's a hell of a comeback, Rain. That's a hell of a comeback. I've never played Fallout. I've never played it. I don't remember. I've played Red Dead 2, but I don't remember what the horse I used was. I'm not gonna lie. But I loved the game. It was a great game. I didn't really care what horse I was using. What's my favorite conspiracy theory? That's a great question. I know it's cliche as fuck, and it's like an obvious answer, but I'm gonna say 9/11 still. I'm gonna say 9/11. Because there's so many different routes you can go down. There's so many different routes. There's the absolute crazy theories. To then, there are some ones that are legit or have some, at least half truths to them. But yeah, 9/11, you can go so many different directions. Favorite YouTuber right now? Great question. I don't really know. I like Disturbin. I like Disturbin's content. In regards to like true crime, I'd say he's my favorite. I would say probably Missing People, but it's hard. I've barely had any sleep in the last couple days. Man City are going to win the Premier League, bro. Man City. You can't bet against Man City, in my opinion. You can't. They have to drop points, and Arsenal need to win every game. Man City don't drop points. What's up, Joel? How you doing? I'd say Zacatecas flaying is worse, personally, in regards to like pure gore. But one lunatic, one ice pick is just fucking disgusting, to tell you the truth. Hang on, another guy set himself on fire. Is this recent, Mark? Is this recent? Outside the Donald Trump trial? Shit. Yeah, bro. So I came up with the internet basically. Like we had our first PC when I was, oh god, how old was I? It's probably 99, 2000 when we got our first PC. So I was 5 or 6 when we got our first PC. So I've always had the internet, basically. But the internet back then was a bit like the Wild West in a sense, but it wasn't as bad as people make out either. It was more fun. The internet was more fun back then. I will say that. Yeah, life is getting worse year after year. It feels that way from a geopolitical standpoint. Like everything seems to be going to shit, doesn't it? Everything seems to be going to shit right now. Wars and violence, political uncertainty, division, you know. What's up? Iwi. I can never say your name, by the way. I know who you are, though. I know who you are. Big up to yourself. Big up to yourself. 30s are the best, yeah, way better than 29s. I agree. I agree. Or 20s, yeah, I agree. Good afternoon. Real quick, what country in your mind is the worst for violence? In regards to what I cover, I'd maybe say Brazil. I'd maybe say Brazil, or maybe like Syria. I guess Brazil is definitely above Mexico, 100%. Yeah, so you recall like life before the internet. You was like the last generation to really experience life before the internet. Or well, I mean, like you grew up without the internet. You was like the last generation to do that. See, we still went outside though, even though we had the internet. We still went outside as kids. We still went outside and shit. Whereas kids these days don't really. They're stuck inside playing fucking Minecraft and watching like 5-second TikTok videos, rotting their brains. Whereas when we was kids, man, we used to get up to all sorts of bullshit. Would I ever do an iceberg video? Yeah, I've debated it on and off for a long, long time, Curly Bean. I've debated it for a long time. I've had the idea of doing like standardized cartel icebergs. So like a CJNG iceberg or Golf Cartel Zeta iceberg, Sinaloa Cartel iceberg, maybe just a general Gore iceberg. There's been so many I've thought about, but I've never really settled or I've never really decided, to be honest with you. But I thought about it a lot, iceberg videos. I don't know, to be honest, is the answer. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's a good idea. Other times I feel like, no, maybe not. Maybe that's not my style. I don't know how I would do them. Depends where you are. It depends where you are. Where you're asking about, I guess, right? Kaon. I depend. It depends where you're asking. So, like in places like Michoacan and Zacatecas, they're having trouble. To be honest with you, from what I've been reading, anyway, they're having trouble against in Zacatecas against obviously the Sinaloa cartel, and in Michoacan against Carteles Unidos and El Migaladas, etc. Also in Chiapas is like hit and miss as well. There's a lot of violence in Chiapas where they're fighting also the Sinaloa cartel and local groups. Uh, would I watch and review hours long mixtapes like MD Pope? I don't think so. I don't see how I could do them. I would to do those sort of videos. I think you have to do them in the style of Cold Raven, like where you sit down and in front of the camera, just go through it one by one by one by one by one. I don't think that's really my style, to be honest. And he's like really good at those sort of videos as well. That's his kind of niche. Yeah, I just don't feel like it, to tell you the truth. The closest I got was that video I did a couple of months ago. Yeah, that's the best way to be, though, Junebug. That's the best way to be. Honestly, yeah, watched one about 10 years ago and never seen another one since. Traumatized me. Yeah, that's the best way to be. Or well, aside from that is like don't watch them at all. Don't watch one. Yeah, there's a lot of weird ISIS edits, PJ. There's a lot of weird ISIS edits. There's a lot of weird Gore edits, to tell you the truth. There's some weirdos out there. Having said that, I can't really call people weird when I make the videos I do. Maybe I'm being a bit of a... I don't think they're real, right? The pictures of Kobe Bryant's corpse. I don't think they're real. I could be totally wrong. As a non-British citizen, I wouldn't know as much as you do. Why do you think Rishi Sunak is so unpopular? It's because he's a typical politician. He's a typical politician whose paymasters are elsewhere. His concern is not the British citizen. He's another like globalist type who answers to unelected bureaucrats. Basically, he's not for the British people. None of our prime ministers have been. Boris Johnson was the same. Our politics are a joke in this country. It's a two-party system. They all align very similar to when it comes to like the globalization. They all align quite similar. So I don't vote in this country. We don't have any alternative to Labour or the Conservatives. There's no alternative. They both suck. Yeah, Venezuelan government is the most brutal cartel. They've killed thousands of Venezuelans, and they know it, and they don't care. Yeah, the cartel of the sons is what they call them, right? The Venezuelan government, because a lot of people do consider them a cartel. Basically, yeah, the ISIS videos they look so pristine and so HD, and they are so well edited that they almost look fake. Like if you told somebody who'd never seen a Gore video before, but they've seen horror, if you showed somebody an ISIS video, they'd assume, I'm telling you, a lot would say that's practical effects. Not really sure. I guess like YNC and WPD. Not a fan. You're not a fan. Yeah, exactly. Thousand Cock Stare. The Thousand Cock Stare. What a name, by the way. Yeah, new cartels and new groups will be born. Yeah, you would imagine so. If Cartel Jalisco ever, like if Mencho ever got captured or died, whatever, you would assume there'd be some sort of splintering, some sort of fracturing. Are there any cartel members here in the UK? No, but there have been traffickers arrested, like who have had ties to like the Sinaloa cartel and whatever. There's been traffickers arrested here, like British traffickers who've worked with Mexican cartels. But in regards to like just regular, what you think of a cartel member as, no. That's true as well. Yeah, yeah. Like the tensions between Azerbaijan and Armenia, you don't really hear about that either. Yeah, elevator videos are crazy. Do you think legalizing drugs would hurt the cartels in any meaningful way? It seemed to work with marijuana. Yeah, but like it will take more than one country, like the US, UK, Australia, all of like Europe, etc. They'd all have to do it for a start. Secondly, I don't know whether it's a realistic solution. I don't think legalizing all drugs is necessarily going to work. It can work in certain countries, like people always say Portugal. Like Portugal, drugs are not technically legalized, but they're not like an offense, if that makes sense. But like you get rehabilitated and whatnot. But if you were to offer like, I'm talking about like the UK, the USA, etc. Like society now is so nihilistic and so, I don't know, degenerated. I don't think offering people legalized drugs is a good thing. I don't think it's a good idea. Like hard drugs I'm talking about. I'm not talking about weed or shit like that. I'm talking about like heroin and cocaine, etc. I don't think it's a good idea. I really don't. I'm not sure that's the answer. Maybe if our societies were a little more, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's a practical solution, to be honest with you. Miss Giat, no joke. I actually love your videos since I was a kid, and I'm even basing my English GCSE speech about drug cartels. Interesting. Interesting. No. So yeah, it was a false lead, bro. It was a false lead. It was a similar case, but it wasn't the same person. It wasn't the same person. Are you being serious? El Mencho actually has a federal warrant in Harrison County. He had a girlfriend caught here in the Gulfport, Biloxi area. The only other federal warrant for him is in the Maryland area, I think. I never knew that. I never knew that. That's interesting. Nah, I mean, quite frankly, the Funky Town Killers might be dead by now, or at least some of them could be dead. It's been so long. It was 2016 that came out. September 2016 on chaotic.com, I want to say. Long time ago. Long time ago. Nearly 10 years ago. It's crazy. People still talk about that video, though. People still talk about it. Most violent game you've played? I guess it would be Manhunt, maybe. I guess Manhunt. Sorry, I had to sniff. My bad. I had to mute the mic. Okay, cool. Just take it off for Pete's sake. Yo, from Rome to Hell, aka Maestro, what's up? Another one of the Twitch gang. Salute. Hopefully you're well, bro. And by the way, check out his channel. He's got a good channel. From Rome to Hell. Cool name as well. Hell of a name. Hood Site, yeah, Hood Site. Yeah, I remember Hood Site. Nah, Funky Town is bad. Funky Town is bad. Skill issue. Thank you, Vabang. Thank you. Vabang Shubi. Thank you. Yeah, I've done videos from Brazil before. There was a gang in Nigeria that I've been planning to cover as well. They're called the Axe Gang. I might cover them in a video soon. Something a bit different. Curly Bean. Nevertheless. I can't do it with a mask on. These days, a lot of people send me these videos, but as for Cartel videos, like if a new Cartel video gets released, they're usually up on like narco news sites. Not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, Shock Blue. So Chechnya is the beheading of a supposed Russian soldier in Chechnya. But there's a lot of mystery behind it. There's a lot of mystery behind it. Cruz Gonzalez, by the way, thank you very much. Don't, and by the way, you're not obliged to give anything, man. So thank you very much. But thank you for all you do. I get most of, if not all of my Gore info from you. Also, keep me up to date on things mainstream media won't cover. Thank you, man. You're legend. Absolute legend. Cruz Gonzalez, big up to yourself, man. Thank you. Thank you. That's really the, I guess, the positive that comes out of it, I'd say, if there is any. So thank you, man. And another, Matt as well, big up to Matt. Society is polarized by obvious grifters on both sides. How people fail to see through it is beyond me. The grift is so thinly veiled in most cases, yeah. And all it really does is it serves like the powers that be, as cheesy as that sounds, because ultimately they like that divided society, because a divided society is not going to fight for themselves. When you're convinced your enemy's the neighbor, you're not going to fight the person who's pissing on you from above. That's a reality. And they've convinced a lot of people that the average man in the street is their enemy, more so than the people who are taking their rights away on a yearly basis. You know, under the guise of safety. You saw it after 9/11 with the Patriot Act in America. You know, with just slowly, with, taking back some freedoms and privacy. And every crisis that happens, they will take away more and more and more and more under the guise of safety. Same with COVID, you know. But people are too fucking keen on seeing their neighbor as the enemy. And that's it. That's why these cretins get away with what they get away with. And those people who sow those divides, those grifters that you're talking about, are part of the problem, to be honest. But that's my opinion. And thank you, Matt. Thank you. Thank you. You're getting me going. You're getting me going. Yeah, therapy can help some people, but it certainly didn't help me. Yeah, I've never been. Have I ever heard about the case of Matthias Schurman? Schurman? It's nuts. No, I haven't. German? It's got to be German, right? It's got to be German, surely. Yeah, we've definitely gone over some crazy videos in our time. Charlie Ravens, what's up? Did I start doing this over lockdown? No, it was the year after lockdown. It was May 21. May 21. Yeah, Jimmy Carr's good. Jimmy Carr's good. Jimmy Carr's decent, Zero. He's solid. Girl DZ, what's up? My school cop told me that Zeta videos are nothing but brain rot. Yeah, he's probably right, bro. Probably right. Big up to Max, man. Salute. Yeah, that's a great idea. I've always debated it, man. I like talking about conspiracies, but I feel like when you do, you alienate a lot of people, because I'm a fucking nutter, bro. A lot of people would see me as a nutter anyway. So it's like, probably keep it for somewhere else. Maybe we'll start something separate, like you said. But like, if somebody asks me, it's like, it's hard not to answer. Yeah, it's gone fucking so quick. 3 whole years. Yeah, I feel the same way, American Cynic. That's probably the best way I can describe it right here. Yeah. Jaded. Jaded is a good word. I haven't. I think I did read about it if it was last week. There's been a couple of those cases recently. Ben Benniff from Kentucky. What a name. Yeah, back in my day. What every old bastard says when he's getting old. So the guy who set himself on fire was a guy who, after the death of his mum, went down a conspiracy rabbit hole believing both Trump and Biden were secretly planning a fascist coup. Solo total nut, yeah. It's sad that he got to that position though, right? It's sad. But when people go down those rabbit holes, it's hard to come back up. It's hard to come back up. So I'm convinced like a lot of those conspiracy theories are psyops. You know, like things like flat Earth, etc. Like stupid conspiracy theories like flat Earth. Like that gets pushed in mainstream media for an obvious reason, in my opinion. I think it's to really kind of diminish and delegitimize people who ask questions about certain things. So let's say I question the narrative of 9/11, there's going to be some smart ass out there who'll say, "Oh, are you a flat earther as well?" That's why certain conspiracy theories, like really dumb ones, get a lot of coverage. They're basically psyops, in my opinion. I don't think they've accomplished much, ER Silver, to tell you the truth. I don't think they've accomplished much of anything. MS-DOS 5.0. Are you referring to the rapper? I was thinking of someone else. Ignore me. Ignore me. Have I ever wondered if killers watch your videos? Not really. But by like pure numbers, surely one has by now. But you could say that for anybody, right? Who has a few subs. You could say that for anybody. Rover guy, what's up? Brazil mentioned. Brazil numero uno. Yeah, it gets draining. It does get draining. In regards to being desensitized, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so, but it's definitely draining. Zoomers are the last generation to touch grass. Yeah, man, I don't even know these days, man. I don't even know what the generations are. Calgary, Canada, sending love. Big up to, big up, big up. Is it Michelle? I don't want to fuck the name up. I don't want to mess it up. Or Michaela. Michelle or Michaela, I want to say. I could be totally wrong on both. I've not lived through a good British Prime Minister, to be honest. I've not lived through one. I've known Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, David Cameron, Theresa May, Boris Johnson. Awful, 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 awful. Yeah, you're working, man. You're working, JD. Yeah, yeah. If you're 14, bro, you've experienced nothing. 40s suck. That's when all of your years catch up to you, and you're just in pain all the time, bro. Don't tell me, man. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's 10 years away, bro. It's 10 years away for me. Yeah, Grupo Sombra, they're still around. They're still around. They're not a big organization, but they're around in Veracruz. Yeah, yeah. Cold Raven done MD Pope. Yeah, he did. Cold Raven does that sort of content really well. Like the mixtapes. He's good at like just going through it and putting his own spin on it. So one sec. Is Juan Meja Gonzalez still active? He's dead, right? Sintaz. He's dead. Well, he supposedly died in like what, 20, I think it was like 2010 or something, 2011, 2009 maybe, one of those years. So he was Z1. Was he Z1? Yeah, he was Z1. Like, no, Z2 maybe. He was Golfo, wasn't he? He was a Golfo, sorry. He was a Golfo. Yeah, because he started Los Rojos. Yeah, he started Los Rojos. I mean, I can do more ISIS videos if you want, Yamex. I can do more ISIS videos, but I never know with ISIS videos whether they're like worth it or not. I saw one. Sorry, I saw one where a woman got each arm cut off before being beheaded. Yeah, I know the video you're talking about as well. She's like wearing like pink sweatpants. Yeah, that's a Cartel video. Yeah. I know a guy who constantly posts ISIS edits, but most of them don't have Gore. Okay, he's probably on some sort of list. PJ, probably on a list. That guy. No, I haven't. A British girl called Mary Ann that was tortured by gangsters. No, I haven't. I do need to do like some UK cases. I do need to like do UK cases. Yeah, bro, it was the dead end. It was the dead end. I have thought about doing like a Funky Town revisited, like going through what I've like found over the time, even though like they're dead leads. I have thought about it, but I don't know yet. I don't know. That's a popular opinion, hands are rare. I think that's a popular opinion everywhere. Every politician in every country is a parasitic piece of shit. Basically, you're right. The ones that aren't are like needles in a haystack. There's like very few, and they're very hard to find. I don't drink wine. I'm not a wine guy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like wine. Mother's Day is different in the UK. Mother's Day in the UK is March. It's March in the UK. I'm still waiting for him. Like if he gets back to me, bro, I'm still waiting. I'd love it to happen, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, the legalization argument, it definitely has some merit, but I don't think it would work. I really don't. I don't think it would work personally, but plus like even if you legalize drugs, like they're going to be legalized and there's going to be a lot of restrictions in regards to the drugs themselves. There's still going to be a black market for drugs even if drugs are legalized, by the way. There's still going to be a black market for like heavier shit, like harder shit. So it would obviously make an impact, but maybe it wouldn't have the impact that some people think it would. But I don't know. I'm very black pilled on Armenia. They will not have a good decade. Thousands had to leave from Azerbaijan to Armenia, which I think could cause a civil war, like what happened in Lebanon years ago. Yeah, it's again like not many people are aware of that part of the world and what's going on, PJ. No, Andrew, no. Definitely not stopping. Definitely not stopping. Joshua Rodriguez, what's up, bro? I've been to Mexico and shit's crazy. Because as a Mexican citizen from Michoacan, CJNG is getting down on the United Cartels. Yeah, they go back and forth, man. They go back and forth. But the issue for Cartel Jalisco is they have other cartels there as well against them, like like El Migueladas and El Abuelo's cartel as well. So it's like they're against multiple gangs, multiple cartels in that area because they all see like Cartel Jalisco as like the common enemy. There has been rumors though for a while though that Cartel Jalisco and Los Viagras have linked up, like they've called a truce. I've seen this in a few places, but I'm not sure how true it is. I'm not sure how true it is. And obviously as well, they're against La Nueva as well, La Nueva Familia Michoacana. And again, thank you, Cruz Gonzalez. Thank you. Hood site, yeah, Hood site's no longer a thing. Yeah, they said something along the lines of like you chose the wrong side, and one of the guys in the video, like one of the killers, he refers to the guy standing on his chest as Danny. He refers to him as Danny. I still think Funky Town. I don't think that video was ever supposed to find its way online, basically. That's my theory on it. I just think people shared it amongst themselves and somebody just uploaded it or, it kind of got out. I don't think it was meant to be uploaded because it was just like super no context. Usually with cartel videos, there's context. They want you to know who did it, kind of thing. But with that video, there was just no context whatsoever, zero. So I've always felt that maybe that video was, they did what they did, they recorded it, they shared it, maybe with their cartel buddies, whatever, maybe to a boss, maybe to a higher up, a lieutenant, whatever. And maybe it just got leaked. That's what I think happened with Funky Town. I just think it got leaked. Like maybe one of the guys sent it to somebody he shouldn't have sent it to. That person then sent it again to somebody else, and you know how this shit works. Yeah, Black Axe Gang. That's it. Yeah, Black Axe Gang from Nigeria. Yeah. I'm actually a cartel member. Do I think I've become more desensitized? Yes and no. Yes and no. So in regards to like the visceral display on screen, I've always had a strong stomach, so maybe I'm better at watching that sort of thing. But like how it makes you feel still like remains video by video dependent, obviously. But some videos really still get to me, like really get to me. No, I never found Lol Superman, Rexary. Never found it. Christopher Van Engelen, what's up? Greetings from Ireland, long-time listener. Have you ever read into the Shankill Butchers, serial killers? Brutal and extremely underreported. No, I haven't. That's a bit of an ominous name. I can't talk. Between 1975 and 1982. and they were responsible for the deaths of at least 23 people. No, I haven't. Okay, so it was a gang of killers. Okay. If I could move to any country, where would I move to? Honestly, America, I'd say. I'd say America. Probably like Florida or Texas. Yeah, divide and conquer, exactly. Age old, age old. Thoughts on the Kendrick Drake feud? Bro, Kendrick he went from to pimp a butterfly to fucking to catch a predator. I've not really listened to it that much. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's weird how like drug cartels haven't like taken a leaf out of ISIS's book. Not that they would like do some crazy edits like they do, but you would think that these guys are earning so much money and this, that, and the third that they would have like good phones or good cameras, but they still don't really. They still don't. But having said that, like most of these sicarios are paid shit money. Like if you're like a cell leader, like a lieutenant, you'd get some good money. But like most of these guys who are like foot soldiers get paid fuck all. They get paid shit money. Everything is fake. I got the best conspiracy that all conspiracies are fake. Can you imagine? Yeah, old YouTube you could find a lot more. Like thing is with like new YouTube, a lot of my search is like not even search, but like suggested is taken up by like mainstream channels like fucking Sky News or Fox or CNN or like mainstream publications. That's not what YouTube was supposed to be. It's crazy. And the insane thing is like fucking like CNN will get like 8,000 views on a video, yet those videos are always in your recommended. It's like, bro. Yeah, I've been asked about this one a few times. The Suzanne Kappa case, yeah, possibly, but it's been done a fair bit on YouTube. But maybe. Here's a funky town theory I read online. The torturers were the Gulf Cartel punishing the victim for defecting to Los Zetas or Los Viagras, and it took place in a dance club in Tamaulipas. I've read something similar to that as well, but I think we're all putting two and two together, maybe coming up with five. Jose Isai, what's up? Greetings from Michoacan. Love the videos, super accurate and well informed. Thank you, man. ISIS or cartels who are most cruel? I low-key think cartels are more cruel than ISIS, but Christ, legendary Goji, Kate De Castillo. I don't even know who the second one is, or Shakira. I'll go Shakira. I'll go Shakira. I'm a big boxing fan. Sneezers. I'm a big boxing fan. I don't think so, Tim Shady. I don't think I have a mental disease. Bro, once you reach 35, don't ever trust a fart. Fucking hell. They're still fucking around in Tamaulipas. There's so many different factions in Tamaulipas now, like loads of different Gulf Cartel factions. Then you've got like Cartel del Noreste, the old school Zetas. It's crazy. James Crowley, big up to yourself, bro. Justin Trudeau, weird guy, man. Strange guy. Strange guy. If I'm pro, yeah, burning would be the worst way to go for me. Burning would be the worst way to go, Poet Warrior. But how would I like to go out if he was in one of those videos? Fuck. Just a like instant beheading, maybe. Or like just a gunshot, I guess. Gunshot to the head. Don't really want to go out anyway. I don't want to go out anyway, but there you go. Yeah, I'm not a teenager. I'm not a teenager. I'm an old man. I'm 30. Yeah. We was talking about this earlier, Jake. Yeah, we was talking about this earlier. Life and death come and go. Sorry, life and death come and go like marionettes dancing on a table. Once their strings are cut, they easily crumble. Very poetic. Very poetic. Thank you, Jal. Yeah, I try to, bro. Yeah, that's true. When it comes to ISIS videos, they usually edit it in such a way to where you can't like hear the victim at all. Like it's like they dub it with like music and whatnot, narration. Yeah, bro. UK is we're toast zero. To put it mildly, we are toast. The UK's toast. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard with streams, man. It's kind of hard. I don't really have time. A lot of the time, I don't have time. And also with streams, I have to be like in the mood as well. So yeah, it's just one of those. Yeah, I don't think so either. Digital Apple. I don't think so either. I think listen, if we found out anything about Funky Town, it would have been immediately after. But yeah, we'll never find out, man. And more than likely, at least a few of those guys involved are dead. Very likely. But even if they were arrested, right, for that crime and charged and then sentenced, would we even know? Like honestly, would we even know? I don't know. I don't know if we'd even know. I want to believe. I like the content that you post. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Yeah, possibly. That's definitely so. Clear having a longer version definitely has legs. It's definitely possible. Well, I think it's very likely because there's a document called Chechnya: The White Book, I believe it's called, and in that document there's like pictures of like war crimes committed in that war, and you see Chechnya, like, and there's still shots from the video, and one of the shots is not in the video, basically. So yeah, I think there is a longer version, or was a longer version. Yeah, Ali Gonzalez could be a good interview. That could be a good interview. Yeah, he worked for La Familia and the Sinaloa Cartel, I believe. Yeah, it's towards the end of March, Mother's Day in the UK, I think. See you later, James. See you later, man. Big up to yourself. Everybody needs to chill out and stop killing each other. That'd be the ideal scenario. Yeah, exactly. I don't like wine. Not a fan. No, you should go back. No, it's like so Los Viagras, and there's like a lot of like smaller cartels from that region, from Michoacan, like smaller cartels, smaller gangs, all banding together, basically. If you was if you was able to ask El Mencho one question, what would it be? Damn, that's a hard one. I'd ask him about El Chango Vargas, whether that was true. He wouldn't be honest anyway. So yeah, I'd ask him about whether he was held at gunpoint by Chango Vargas. That's what I'd ask him, I think. Star Fox, what's up, man? Love seeing your content, but as a Mexican, I hate how there's terrible people doing what they're doing in these videos. But there needs to be light shined on it and exposed. Well, thank you, Star Fox, man. Big ups to yourself. Political assassinations caught on camera. That could be a good idea. Would I ever become a voice actor? I don't think I have the voice for it, to be honest with you. Narrated cartel torture video ASMR. Okay, so yeah, that was sectarian, right? Okay, cool. I'll give that a look though. I'd never heard of that case. I'll give it a look. No, 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 no. No way, Virgil, no. Not my style. Not my style. Yeah, a lot of those guys just do it because it's probably their only option, let's be honest. Let's be honest. The guys who end up being sicarios, a lot of those guys don't really have many better choices. Yeah, and that's another thing that a lot of people don't take into account. That's a great point. A lot of these cartel sicarios, they get paid in drugs, and they're constantly high all the time. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Grinter. That is true. But weirdly, sometimes like the worse the footage, the worse it is for some reason. I don't know why. Favorite football player right now? It's hard to say, man. I don't really have one, to be honest with you. But back in the day, I like obviously like Ronaldo, Messi, etc. Yeah, a lot of those Cartel del Noreste members are like proper. Every time I see pictures of those guys, man, yeah, they all look super fucking young and like skinny jean wearing type of guys, man. All look super young. Yeah, that's a good point. The Rover guy, yeah, that's why they got rid of the dislike button on YouTube as well. Would you be willing to cover the safe Adnan Kanan execution at one point? I've never heard of that case, Patches 84, so I'd need to research it. I'd need to research it. But possibly, possibly. So 2016 it came out. September 2016. That's when it came out, or August. August or September 2016 is when it came out. What the fuck is Usenet? That rings a bell for some reason, but I don't know why. I feel like I've heard of it. No, I think he'll be okay. Panch, wet shaving. I think Beterbiev will be okay. Yeah, most cartel members only have secondary school education. When they read the statements, you can tell. Also, their writing is horrible with a lot of mistakes. So I don't think they care about phone camera quality. Yeah, that's a good shout, Jose. That's a very good point. So I see that the writing is bad in a lot of those narco banners, but yeah. Favorite action movie? Great question. It's a toss-up between Die Hard, Terminator 1, or Terminator 2, depending on how I'm feeling on that day. Could be any one of those. Yeah, La Linea, yeah. So La Linea used to be basically the armed wing of the Juarez cartel. And they were basically the Juarez cartel, their version of Los Zetas. But La Linea were made up of like former police officers. That's why they was called La Linea, the line. That's where they got their that's where they got their name from. Um, and yeah, La Linea were, they were pretty. They're still relevant now in Juarez, and they're aligned to Cartel Jalisco now as well. They're allies, so it seems anyway. But yeah, they're still around, man. They're still around. I salute Bike. Thank you. With the other donations from the other folks earlier, plus this second one, you should finally be able to rent or buy Sicario. It's a good movie. Yeah, I've heard about Sicario, but I've still not got round to it. I've still not got round to it, man. I maybe will watch it at some point. I'll maybe watch it at some point. Possibly. I'll definitely see it soon. But thank you, man. Legend. Yeah, Red Rooms are fake, I want to believe. Red Rooms are fake. Like, there was a big thing on YouTube back in the day. Like, there was a really, really big, like, there was the whole deep web, like, phase. Like, in 2015, 2016, there were so many deep web story videos. But yeah, the whole Red Room thing, yeah, that's fake. Like, that's fake. It couldn't work on the darknet, or it couldn't work. They can't really run the darknet can't run live streams like that. So yeah, the whole Red Room thing wasn't real, but the whole concept of it was fucking freaky as hell. And does shit, I will say though, do you think shit like that goes on in person though? Like some super wealthy people, basically like Hostel. Do you think that shit goes on in real life? Where there's like super wealthy people where they can go and murder somebody for the right price. I wouldn't be shocked if that's happened. I really wouldn't. John Gonzalez, what's up, bro? Big up to you, man. Salute. One, two, three, four, five. Shushi, what's up? This is a good one. You should cover possible lost snuff films like Andreas Balmini's tape in Lancashire, Manson Family tapes, Hunter Thompson tape, Leonard Lake, and the Miranda Project. Okay. Yeah, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. I would like to do a video on snuff movies. The issue with it would get a little bit conspiratorial because we would cover primarily a case in Belgium, Marc Dutroux, if anybody knows who that is. And surrounding that case, there was accusations of snuff movies involving politicians and etc. etc. But obviously, it was said it was fake and not real, and but who knows? Who knows? But possibly, I would do something surrounding snuff movies, but I'm not sure what yet. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure what. But it's a good idea. It's a good idea. We'll see though. But thank you, man. Thank you. And thank you again, John, by the way. Salute. Good to see you, man. Okay, the Japanese in World War II took pictures of themselves killing people. Then Americans found the pictures in the dead Japanese soldiers' bags. Jesus. Thank you, Ryan Garcia. Big up to Ryan Garcia. Imagine if that is actually the real Ryan Garcia. That'd be hilarious. Can you imagine? Yeah, they killed people off, man, but I'm not sure. So I've not really researched the Medellin cartel all that well. They obviously killed a lot of people, but whether they used that level of violence, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've not checked up on that case since I did the video. I'm assuming it's gone nowhere. Oh, sorry, no, I was thinking of another case. Yeah, the Deborah Bessa video, that's Brazil, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of someone else. I was thinking of a unsolved murder video. But yeah, that's a grim video. Yeah, 100% zero, 100%. If I feel I need a break, I'll let you guys know, and I will do. DJ Ray, what's up, bro? How you doing? Yeah, Jimmy Carter's still alive. Yeah, it's crazy. So do you think in future states like Michoacan, Tamaulipas will be ruled by a single cartel or continue to be heavily disputed? Tamaulipas, I think, is going to be the way it is for a long time, to be honest. Because it's a border state, these gangs and cartels are going to be fighting hard for a long time because it's worth it, to control a part of a border, let alone all of it. It would be massive. So Tamaulipas, I think, is going to remain the way it is for a long time, unless like the Gulf cartel reconsolidate and like rejoin together, which I doubt is ever going to happen. That's going to remain the same. And I think same goes for Michoacan, to be honest. There's so many different warring factions. It's hard to see one cartel dominating. It's hard. Taradiddle, what's up? Can you cover the railroad killer and the old lady killer? Both are from Mexico, had abusive mothers and were abandoned by their fathers. Yeah, the abusive with male serial killers. Like the abusive mother thing is such a fucking like so many serial killers. Their mothers were like abusive, or they had like a weird relationship with their mother, which makes sense because obviously a lot of these guys end up targeting women. I think it was what's the co-ed killer's name? Edmund Kemper. He said once he killed his mother, like that was it. He didn't want to kill again or something like that. And he realized then that's why he was killing all those girls. That's what he said anyway. Whether you believe him or not is a different question. Because he killed his mother and her friend last. Yeah, he's young. He's young. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like these. That's why they don't want the like feature on YouTube. They don't want these, politicians and to get like dislike bombed. because it paints a certain picture. Never seen Monkey Man. I've never seen it. So I don't notice poor grammar on the narco banners, to be honest, because obviously I don't read Spanish, but I can tell it's not written that well. There was one where the writing was so bad, honestly. It's like I wrote it. Well, that's good, Millennium Godzilla. That's good. That's good. But times were different, right? It's like times were different everywhere back then. It's one of those, man. I think people learn as the generations progress, or they should at least. And thank you again, Shushi. By the way, thank you. And that's definitely a good idea to like look at snuff films and delve into that topic. But that sort of video is such a I think I might be on the spectrum, and I'm not saying that to meme, but I hate it when I can't structure a video. Like I feel my videos are way too structured. That's a me problem. Like I feel every video has to be super structured. Like intro info segment, like then like the Gore video, whatever however I do it. Or if it's like a list video, there'll be like the intro, then obviously the cases. But yeah, I would need to find an interesting way to do it. So yeah, there's a longer version of Funky Town. Technically, it's like 2 seconds longer, whatever, or 3 seconds longer. Yeah. John, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Someone abusing a baby monkey. And okay. Yeah, hostile IRL probably happens in Western countries, and it's basically been confirmed in Africa. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. There's some sick people out there because people could think, oh, that's so far fetched, and that it doesn't happen. But if you told somebody about Jeffrey Epstein 15 years ago, they would have never believed you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen. I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen. Okay, the Medellin cartel did split people in half. Good to see you, Monster Girly. He's released this year, I believe. August, September, sometime like that. He's due for a release. So what happens when he's released? I don't know. There's a lot of talk that if he goes back to Mexico, he'll die. But also there's other talk that if he goes back to Mexico, he may face charges in Mexico. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Wouldn't be surprised if he's offered residency in the United States due to his safety. That could happen. That could happen. You got the same mask. Do you think the cartels wish to assassinate the Mexican president? I'm sure some do and some don't. It depends on who he's cool with, right? But yeah, I'm sure some do. Yeah, exactly, Monster Girly. Yeah, there are crap parents everywhere and in all walks of life. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, the Hello Kitty murder is one I'm looking at. Well, don't feel hopeless, Earth King. I know what you mean, man. Like, I feel rough as fuck, but nah, you'll be fine, bro. You'll be fine, man. You'll be fine, bro. You can always drop us a DM as well on Twitter, bro, if you're feeling bad. My Twitter should be in. I didn't even link it, did I? Like an idiot. There we go. There's my Twitter. Thoughts on the Armin Mahrez case? I can't believe somebody would give permission to be butchered and eaten. Yeah, bro, that case is just fucking gross. Armin Mahrez has an interview, I'm pretty sure, online. I'm pretty certain he does. Yeah, I've never listened to the Jonestown tape. I've heard snippets of it in like documentaries, but I've never listened to the full tape or what's that, or the full amount of what's out there. My voice is relaxing. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Leanne. Escobar's son is alive. I don't know about his brother. I'm not sure about his brother. If the cartel told me not to go to Mexico, he should listen. Yeah, I definitely consider it. I definitely consider not going if like fucking Los Viagras told me, if you come here, we're gonna fuck you up. I would definitely reconsider, but I still feel like if the opportunity came up, I would go. Really? Did you know the guy who shot Ronald Reagan is now a YouTuber? Really? That can't be true. What's his name? What's the channel name? That can't be true. That can't be true, surely. That can't be true. Fun fact, you walk past about 10 killers in your life. Yeah, and I guess that also depends on where you live, right? And what you define as a killer as well. When you say killer, do you mean somebody who like murdered somebody in a premeditated fashion, or would you count somebody who, let's say, killed somebody in a drunk driving accident? Do you know what I mean? Honestly, it's like a bad movie, isn't it? Fun fact: Armin Mahrez is a vegan now. It's almost like a movie. It's almost like a meme. John Hinckley Jr. Does he actually have a channel? Let's have a look. Oh shit! He actually does. He actually does. That's pretty fucking amazing, right? That's why America's the best country in the world. By the way, this guy can get a YouTube channel. Fair play. Fair play, man. That's why America's the best country in the world. That's insane. By the way, lads and lasses, if you could hit the like, that would be much appreciated. That's pretty amazing. He does like covers. He sings and whatnot. That's pretty cool. Yeah. By the way, my Twitch is there as well. I've just linked it in the chat. Anybody who wants to follow on Twitch. How do you get to watch these videos of cartels and what site? So with cartel videos, I don't really like telling people, but there are websites out there that cover narco news. So like a site like Borderland Beat, they will cover like narco news, like things that are going on. And if a cartel video gets released, they usually cover it. and they'll show it. Have fun, man. It'll be fine. Don Louis, it'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, really? I hate Gore videos, but they're so common that here everybody sends them in WhatsApp groups like it was a meme. Yeah, but like even back in the day, man, when we was kids, like I was talking about this earlier. We used to try and like dare each other to watch fucked up shit. It's just like a lot of people do that, man. It's kind of fucked up, but see, that's the best way to be. I have zero personal social media, zero. I have YouTube, obviously. I have my Twitter for my YouTube. I have Twitch. That's really it. I don't have any personal social media. I don't think it's really. I don't think it's good. I don't know. Los Chapitos video. Which one? Do you mean the fire one? Central PA checking in. PA is Pencil. Is it Pennsylvania? Could be, I might be wrong. I think I'm wrong. In Mozambique, the most popular opposition leader was a former terrorist who caused a civil war that killed 1 million people and lasted over 15 years, bruv. It's kind of crazy how like there's so many parts of the world that we are just so ignorant and none the wiser to, like crazy shit that's gone on. Insane. Yeah, Blue Waffle back in the day, Kevin. Yeah, yeah, bro. We used to like so what we used to do with Blue Waffle in IT class. We used to share. We used to save it on the. So if somebody went to the toilet, would get on his computer and then download Blue Waffle, make it his screen, his wallpaper and shit like that. We used to do dumb shit like that as kids. Social media is like, I mean, the way I put it, Lawson, is like social media is like a knife, right? A man could use a knife to catch his food and feed his family, or he could use it to fucking stab somebody to death, right? It's how you use it. It's more that's really what it comes down to. It's how you use it. Social media can be great. It can be useful. It can be beneficial. But on the flip side, it can be utterly destructive when you sit there comparing yourself to others. You know, you look at pictures on Instagram of people living their lives a certain way. You feel your life isn't like that, therefore you're a failure. When in reality, man, a lot of that shit is curated anyway. It's just like a set moment in their lives. Like for all you know, behind the camera, their lives could be shit. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like social media makes a lot of people compare themselves to others, uh, which is never a good thing. Envy is not a one. Envy, jealousy is not a good trait to have, and it's not good to feed. And social media feeds those negative traits, and we all have them to a certain degree, but I think social media really makes them worse, to be honest. Yeah, that's the best way to be, Rexary. Pennsylvania, there we go. There we go. It can do, baby girl. It can do. Even back in the day, man, I didn't really use much social media. I used Facebook, but I got rid of that a long time ago. Long time ago, years ago. Do I believe in karma? Not really, no. But I believe everybody answers to God, but I don't believe in karma, no. Not in this life. Not in this life. Yeah, I'm really beginning to despise social media. Just people arguing about everything and anything you can possibly argue about these days. Nothing social about it anymore. That's a good point as well. David, what's up? How you doing, bro? They're not around anymore, Cartel de Matamoros, unless there's a new one. I'm going to make you a better mask. I do need one. Is this an execution live stream? I fucking hope not, bro, because I'm the victim if that's the case. Yeah, you just have to have patience to trick the algorithms, which takes forever. Bro, it's crazy how long it takes. It's crazy. What's up, Diane? How you doing? Yeah, Bebo was a thing when I was at school. Yeah, Bebo, yeah. Genuinely, which it sounds really, really strange for somebody to make the content I do, and I've never really been on 4chan, genuinely. I've never really used it. Which is strange considering the content I make, right? You'd think there'd be like resources on 4chan, but I woke up smoking weed. Fair play, man. Yeah, I don't have social media. It's hard to make friends, but that's the only issue, yeah. Social media is what you make of it, I think. It's like anything. It's what you make of it. Reddit is worse than Twitter. Bro, Reddit's always been bad, bro. Let's be real. Reddit's always been a cesspool. Reddit's always been a cesspool. Yeah, 4chan is for edgelords and gatekeepers generally, in my opinion. Probably feds as well, let's be real. Or is that 9chan? Probably crawling with feds either way. No, I've never been on the dark web either. Too scared to get a virus, bro. Like get a fucking hacker in my PC and steal my shit. So no, I've no never been on the dark web. It's probably a lot easier than I think. It probably is. It probably is easy, but I'm not going to risk it. There's no point, man. There's nothing on the dark web I want to look at. Like all the surface, like most, like Gore videos are on the surface web, man. It's like if you want to go on the dark web, man, you're up to something. As far as I'm concerned, there's no reason to be on the dark web. Unless you're like just curious about like the drug sites, whatever. Maybe I don't know, but it's fishy. It's fishy. If you could have a pet, any pet, what would it be? I'll pick a fat cat. I want one of those fucking savannah cats. Personally, that's what I'd like. But what are you planning to do after you retire from YouTube? Just live life the way I do, man. I'm a simple guy. I work. By the way, I work full time. I don't do this full time. YouTube. I don't do YouTube full time. It's too YouTube is too unreliable in that sense because most of my videos get like demonetized because of the content. So I work full time as well, bro. So like I'll do what I basically live how everybody else lives, aside from doing YouTube on the side. I've got a job, you know, I've got fucking bills. Nah, red rooms are not real, man. I doubt it. I very much doubt it. 4chan's a dumpster fire, but ironically financed a Japanese toy company years ago. Fair play. It got financed by a Japanese toy company. Fair enough. Big up to Alfred, 66 cent super sticker, I think it's called. Big up to yourself, man. Daniel Larson, I know that name for some reason, but I don't know who he is, to be honest. A Cat and Four Kittens, nice. I like cats. I do like cats. It's a hard one to answer on like off the top of my head. It's a hard one to answer, RT. Most disturbing case you are aware of? Fuck, that's a hard one. I don't know. I don't really delve into that sort of shit, man. I don't like. I'm kind of fixated on cartels and whatnot. Like true crime, like I'm not like a massive expert when it comes to true crime. I'm not. I'm not an expert at all. Nor am I an expert on like these crazy, cringe, gruesome, disturbing internet subcultures. What kind of women do I like? I don't really have a type. Hands. I don't really have a type these days. That's one thing I've noticed as I've got older. Sorry, I'm going to take a drink of water quick. So one thing I've noticed as I've got older is that I don't really have a type. Like, attractiveness can come in many forms. But you know when you see an attractive woman, it's one of those ones. I don't really have a type. A lot of it now is, I don't want to sound super cringe, and it's going to sound super cringe, but I'm going to say it. A lot of it now is connectivity and energy. It's for vibe, whether I vibe with a person. One thing I find about a woman, like one trait I find very attractive, is the ability to have like varied conversations, not just about what's on Netflix. Oh, do you want to watch this on fucking Amazon? That's not a conversation. I like people in general who you can have like random conversations with about anything. You don't have to be an expert in the field because I'm not an expert in fuck all. But I like conversations about random things. I just do. It kind of feeds my inquisitive mind, I guess. But yeah, a woman who can like hold a conversation in a multitude of different subjects is super attractive to me. So I'm rolling a cigarette. Conversation is dead, man. Like that's one thing I've noticed. I'm finding it like I find it a lot harder. It's weird, right? You're supposed to get better in social situations. I wasn't bad in social situations as a kid or as a young man. But as I've got older, I realise, man, I've got nothing in common with so many people. Maybe that's a me problem. I don't know. So I'm having a cigarette as well. I'll put the camera back on in a minute. Sorry, and I'm sniffing like a little pussy. Thank you, Lethal Wolf. Yeah, I try to be respectful. I try to like push it to like in regards to. I try to get to the line, but I try not to cross the line. You know. Fair play, American cynic. My type is simply Mexican and whites. Fair play. We've all got our what do you call it? Our choices, our preferences. Yeah, they're bad cases. 2 of those cases are from the UK as well. Well, at least 2 are. I'm not sure who Takoda Collins is. I've never heard of that case. Yeah, conversation is key. Yeah, 100%. What's up? It's only my opinion. What's up? How you doing? Europeans prep cigarettes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I need to stop. I need to stop smoking desperately. It's not good. Yeah, Misery Machine. I've followed that channel. Yeah, I haven't watched their videos in a while, but how long have I been smoking? About 5 years. Josecito, what's up? Don't retire anytime soon. Yeah, I won't, bro. I won't. Big up to Josecito, man. How you doing? I usually get 30 grams, Don. I usually get 30 grams. And what I buy is like 20 odd quid. Yeah, that's about right. £32 for about 50 grams of amber leaf. That sounds about right. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I've not tried to quit smoking yet. I've genuinely never tried. I've gone a few days without, but I've not like consciously tried to quit smoking. So maybe I should at some point. Do I support the death penalty? Yeah, to a certain degree. In certain cases, yeah, like there's certain cut and dry cases that are so obvious and so like undeniable, and the crimes are so bad, yeah, but like, would I have the death penalty for every case of murder? No. So I would use it on a case by case basis, to be honest. I only quit when I got serious lung issues. It's very hard, but possible, yeah. Everything's possible. It's just like, for me, I've got to want to do it, and right now I don't really care, to be honest. That's the issue. But I should try. I should try at some point to quit smoking. I should try. Hopefully you don't smoke crack, Alfred. Hopefully that's not true. Smoking since you was 11. I started quite late. I started at about 25, maybe a little bit earlier. 24, 25. Yeah, it was a better fight than I thought, Josecito. It was a better fight than I thought. Munguia did okay early on. First sort of 3 rounds he did okay, but in the fourth he got dropped, and after that he really struggled to find his way back in the fight. Canelo took over and just went through the gears, really. Yeah, smoking is very expensive in the UK, bro. Smoking is very expensive. Yeah, they've said this before, though. They said this about PSG as well, but they never did. I think it's just one of those, they're just doing what ISIS do. Obviously, you have to take it seriously, but I don't think anything will happen. Because if they were trying to launch an attack, they wouldn't tell anybody, right? Why would they tell people? It's just them trying to spread fear. So I would ignore it. Cyril Smith and Jimmy Savile. I would like to, but again, I would like to go down like it would be deemed a conspiratorial route. So I'm not sure whether it would work, to be honest. Plus, that shit's heavy to research as well. I smoked from age 17 to 33. I'm not drinking now, no, I've got water, but that was a good fight, yeah. Neri versus Inoue, yeah, that was a good fight. That's crazy. 25 cigarettes here in Australia will set you back between $50 and $60. Jimmy Savile though didn't work alone. He was connected out the wazoo, man. He was connected to so many politicians, people in law enforcement, the royal family. Are you telling me none of those people knew? No, they didn't know what he was about and what he was up to. Of course they did. Of course they did. But yeah, what we know about Jimmy Savile is like 10%. They've told us what they want us to know, and yeah, the rest we'll never know. I'm curious as to how these cartel people view their own death. Like, how do they make peace with the possibility of dying a gruesome death? Honestly, like they're probably hot. Like, there's certain guys who are just high all the time. Probably doesn't cross their mind. I think maybe sometimes people also kind of delude themselves into thinking it won't be them. And there's the odd psycho who like probably makes peace with it. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but I can't say it on YouTube. The JFK one, I can't say it on YouTube. Can I hiss at you? Why would you want me to hiss? Yeah, 100%. Shushi, 100%. I think sobriety from any substances like tobacco, vape, weed, alcohol is the best. It's the best ideal to strive towards. Like, honestly, those who push weed, LSD, would you be cool with your children using that stuff? Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to look at it. Yeah, he was worse than Bill Cosby, though. He was even worse. I wouldn't be surprised if he was, if Jimmy Savile was basically an asset of intelligence. Like maybe he would procure kids for elites, then they would blackmail them. I really wouldn't be surprised. There's more to that Jimmy Savile story than meets the eye. There's so much we don't know about Jimmy Savile. So much. Like he was so protected until the day he died. So protected. And all he was, in the grand scheme of things, was a tacky radio DJ from Leeds. Ugly as sin. Like the guy was, how he had the level of power he acquired is insane. It's insane. But yeah, I watch UFC sometimes. I'm not like a massive like hardcore fan, but I watch the big cards, yeah. But I need to stop. I need to stop smoking. Yeah. Anybody in the chat who's debating smoking or wants to smoke, don't smoke, because once you start, you won't stop, and you'll spend a lot of fucking money, and it's not good for you as well. It's not good for your health, guys. So don't smoke. Basic Silver, what's up, bro? How you doing? Do you think so? I'm not sure about Mafia content. There's so many channels covering Mafia content that do a really good job. So it's like, I don't know about Mafia content. Maybe like a one-off case, maybe. Like a certain murder or something. But there's no chemical solution to a spiritual problem. That is pretty based. That is pretty based. Yeah, I saw a documentary on Netflix about him, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, that Rover guy. Yeah, things like that. Yeah, things like that. Yeah, he was an asset. I'm certain of it. This can't be true. That can't be true. In 2016, a group of 4chan users located an ISIS training camp and called for a Russian airstrike. That can't be true. That's got to be fake. That has to be fake. I tried smoking once. I didn't like it and never tried again. Yeah, that's the best way. Don't smoke. Clash of Clans, no, bro. No, 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 no. I don't play many games. I don't play many games, honestly. I play games on stream, like on Fridays after the video goes live. That's what I do. We play games on Twitch. So, like right now, we're playing Resident Evil. Resident Evil 7, which is good. It's good. There's my Twitch, by the way. Yeah. Do you think they really destroyed the Columbine basement tapes, or are they still out there? Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a copy knocking around somewhere, but I doubt we'll ever see it or hear it. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Pi. Yeah, exactly. Harriet Harman. Yeah, yeah. And she was in politics for years after that as well, bro. Yep. Yeah, exactly. He literally said this shit. He said this shit on live television. So in 1999, Jimmy Savile appeared on the talk show "Have I Got News for You?" and said, "I'm feared in every girls' school in this country." Yeah, he was open with his fuckery. Yeah, because he was so protected. Yeah, exactly. He was literally gloating in front of the world. But obviously back then, people thought, "Oh, it's Jimmy Savile. He's a like creepy, eccentric guy. You know, it's like an act, whatever." But yeah, he was really telling you what was happening. Crazy. Crazy. My profile picture is actually Chris Redfield's live action actor from the original RE1 game, uncut version. Yeah, it's a good series, man. I was never into it as a kid, so I'm kind of playing through it now. I played Resident Evil 2 remake or remaster, that was good. Playing RE7 right now. No, I definitely haven't had speaking lessons, as you can hear. No, I haven't. But thank you for the compliment. Dino Crisis, Jesus Christ. RE5, yeah, I'll give it a go. Yes, 100%, 100%. Yeah, Jimmy Savile should have been Funky Town. We can all agree there. 100%. Based comment of the night. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I've been going for nearly 3 hours, so and it's just past 12 o'clock here, so I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with a video and a bonus video on Monday or Tuesday, give or take, one of the 2 days. So yeah, bonus video Monday or Tuesday, and obviously a regular upload tomorrow. So yeah, guys, watch out for that. I'll be back with you soon. I'll be back with you in 24 hours or less, man. So peace out, guys. Have a great one. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. All that good shit. I'm going to end it here, guys. Have a good one. Peace.